guys, and welcome back to my show, Undiscovered. I am your host, Priscilla, and I truly wanted to just give a thank you to all of the viewers that have been tuning in every single week to make this show possible. It is truly an honor to be here, and I've only been your host for maybe a month now, and I'm having the time of my life meeting the biggest talent, entrepreneurs, and dreamers here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we have an amazing show for you. There's going to be two self-made artists, and my favorite thing about self-made artists is that they always have a story to tell, and they're the most humble people that you can possibly meet. When we come back from the break, we're going to start off with an amazing 17, almost 18-year-old singer, Lindsay Duke, performing with two of her songs, Dear Dad and 3 a.m. See you after the break.
Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across social media platforms. We produce over 70 shows with over 1,000 episodes. In the process, we've helped over 100 creators realize their dreams and start their own show. We give platforms to promote your business. If you are an artist, if you have an event, if you are entrepreneurs, or if you have a story. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on major social media platforms. And if you have a great idea of a show, join us. Social media shows can help you produce and live stream your own show. Let us help you make your dream become a reality.
Trying to please you, I need some guidance, I need some clarity, I need some peace, come find me please, that's what I need. Sometimes I feel like giving up the fight, but it makes me strong, so I'll carry on. I need some guidance, I need some clarity, I need some peace, come find me please, that's what I need. Just know you're not alone. Every genre, so we've currently songs who doesn't feel as strong as they'd like to. You can win this fight. We need some guidance. We need some clarity. We need some peace. Come find us, please. That's what we need.
Lindsay Duke, everyone, with her song 3 a.m. That was absolutely amazing, and this is actually my first time that I've heard her sing live, which is absolutely fantastic. So here we go, and welcome to the stage, Lindsay Duke, back again. That was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And guys, like, we talked about this before the show. I thought she was already 18, but she is turning 18 in a couple of days, which means she is only 17 with that voice and that talent and songwriting skills.
Yes.
So applauding her for that. Amazing job.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So let's talk a little about the song that you just sang for us.
Yes.
You know, I know on your website that's one of the songs that you featured and that is released now. And so you write all of your songs, correct?
Yes. I currently do write all of my songs. They all have some sort of meaning to them, like something that I feel other people can relate to. So that's why I choose to write my own songs, and I also would like to venture into writing songs for other people as well, eventually.
That's amazing. So tell us a little about Graham. What really inspired you about that song specifically?
So this song, funny story, but not like funny, it's like kind of ironic funny. So I was involved in a relationship with a person, and this relationship was very, I guess what we call toxic now. It was very like, there was a lot of gaslighting, manipulation, things like that. And so this song, like, basically the inspiration behind it is that even though there are things like I'm going through, like I did lose myself for this person, and I did have a lot of mental health issues and depression, anxiety, things like that because of this person, I can acknowledge the fact that there are other people who also feel the same way, even if it's not in a relationship. It can be in just family dynamics, it can be school, like some people just are a little more behind than others, and there are times where I feel like everybody needs a little encouragement, and so I wrote this song so that people could feel like they're not alone in their struggle with mental health and just life in general.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you for sharing. I know that the backstory might not be the best always right now, so I'm sorry you had to go through that, but the good part about it is that you came up with a beautiful song and it's something that's very relatable. I think if you tell the backstory to that, I'm sure many of the viewers are just like, oh, been there, know exactly what that feels like. So, but you channel it in such a way that that kind of also helps you heal from those.
Yes.
And then you like can also inspire others to help heal from their situations as well, which is absolutely amazing. And so let's talk about, you know, your voice. Like, and you, not only are you a singer, but you're also a vocal coach. Like, when did you start singing yourself, and then what inspired you to also teach?
So I have actually been singing since I was almost 3. There's a very distinct memory, and I think there's also videos. Like my mom probably could find them somewhere, but there's videos of me singing Rocky Top, which is, so I used to live in Tennessee, and that's like the Tennessee national anthem kind of thing. And so there's like karaoke videos of me singing Rocky Top at 3 years old.
We need that video! Where is it?
And we need to find it somewhere. But yeah, so I have been singing since I was 3, and I actually have had my fair share of vocal coaches. I had a really amazing vocal coach, and I will shout him out because he's like detrimental to my career, and his name is Marquebius. He owns Melodic Minds Music Academy, and so he was my vocal coach, but he ended up moving to Tennessee, and it just wasn't like feasible to do vocal lessons like virtually for me. So I actually wanted to teach vocal lessons virtually because I want to be able to bring something different to people who need or feel like they want vocal lessons. I wanted to bring something that was modern, like songs that people listen to now, not like old songs that people sung a long time ago. I wanted to bring something people can do right now, and so I guess the inspiration behind it was just to bring something new and bring a extracurricular activity to people who don't have the opportunity to do them in person. So people have the option to say, hey, can we do virtual vocal lessons? And I'm like, sure, let's do
That's
it.
amazing, and you're so young still. That, like, because I train in theater, so I've seen training vocally for musical theater people, and like, it's intensive work. And a lot of those people are like, have been, you know, an opera singer and all that stuff, so they have a huge history, and you're so young, you're already hitting all of those points, and I feel like at the same time, you're probably also teaching yourself because you have to maintain technique in your mind because you have to know how to teach others. So in your head, you're just like, wait, I can't just be, winging it.
It's kind of interesting teaching beginner vocal students because I'm at a point where I don't need like all of the beginner, I guess, technical things. Like I already know those things, but then I have to explain them to someone else, and it's a little bit kind of like nostalgic to me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to learn that at some point, and now I'm teaching someone else the same thing that I just learned.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know your vocal coach is no longer in person, but do you still take lessons yourself to like continue to work on your craft since you're, I'm assuming, full-time singer?
I currently am not actually taking vocal lessons for myself. I am focusing mostly on recording and just like business adventures. So that's the main focus, but I would definitely be open to taking a vocal lesson, and anytime I have like a performance, I would like call up my vocal coach and be like, hey, can we go through a warm-up or something? Like I would definitely do that. But no, I'm not currently taking vocal lessons.
Well, any teachers I would love to take her on, I'm sure. I love her personality, it's amazing. So as far as long-term goals with singing, like do you do a lot of performances often? Or are you trying to just be a recording artist with performing? Do you like doing, singing live a lot?
I love this question because I think every artist has a completely different answer. Like some people want to do one thing and not the other, and then some people want to do it all. I currently am doing everything, so I want to do a little bit of recording, and I do perform like pretty much all across the Vegas area. I've performed in the Smith Center, like the Las Vegas Library Theater, which was actually recent. Just like small churches, just small like venues kind of things, like, where people host like random venues. I've done that, and I love doing that. I love networking with people and getting to know like how other people got their start, because I will have a performance and I'll have somebody come up to me and be like, hey, I love your voice, like I'm a singer too, and I'm like, why aren't you singing? Right, I'm like, okay, like, I want to hear now. So it's very interesting because then you start like following all these people on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, wherever, and you get to meet and network with so many different personality types and people. So I am currently doing a little bit of everything.
That's amazing though. Vegas is a lot smaller than people think.
Yes.
Right, so once you get one foot in, one person, that person knows that person, they perform there, you get, introduced to that person, and then sooner or later, the whole community of singers, musicians, performers in the niche, right? And it's always so true. Opens up so many opportunities, and you're so young, it's just the beginning. So what genre do you normally sing?
I do a little bit of everything, but we are currently calling the genre that I'm most involved in, we call it inspirational, because it doesn't fit. I do a little bit of everything, like R&B, there's some pop, there's gospel, soul, like aspects of every genre. So we've currently just been calling it inspirational, just something that inspires other people.
That's amazing. It's the whole point of the show to people coming on that can inspire people back in a place where we once were when we were looking for someone else to inspire us and doing it's possible. So speaking of, I know you mentioned business, and I know that you also have one, and it's called CreativeLindz.
Yes.
Correct? And, it's all about beauty, which, coincidentally has a lot to do with the industry that you're going in. But, you have to not focus on that, but you have to focus on, being on camera, being presentable to a lot of people. And so I know that, reading a lot on your website about it, there's a lot of, you're using, very eco-friendly products in your ingredients in your makeup, and trying to create like a very beauty positive, very inclusive brand. Is that correct?
Yes. I definitely strive to use diverse groups of people to advertise my business. I love using products that are vegan and cruelty-free, things you can find right where you are, things you can find like in the ground, in nature. My personal reason for doing that, I couldn't imagine using like, I know that people do this because I couldn't imagine using animal fats in my stuff. Like, it's just a personal choice. I have dogs, and so like that was also a big inspiration because a lot of things are very toxic to animals. So if my animals happen to get into something, like they could be severely hurt from the stuff that I'm using. And while the room that we are using to do production it's closed off, like everything in it is clean, you never know. There are also people, like if you know children, sometimes kids like to wander and like they go into rooms like randomly, and like I said, if there's something in there that's toxic to people, I don't want that to be in my business.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very good time to do it now too, because that's what we're trying to transition to. You know, we want those things, we want to see more of it, especially people having good intentions behind it as well. And so how long have you been doing the skincare, makeup, the beauty stuff?
So I actually have only been involved in this business for about a year. It's coming up on a year, like in January. And it's been very fun. So I have what we consider a small business at the moment. It's just something that it caters to a certain group of people. And so I've been going to craft shows. There are so many craft shows in the Las Vegas area. If anyone doesn't know, there are a lot here. And it's very hard to find them because they aren't advertised to big groups of people, because they are mostly small businesses that are going to them. And so I've been doing craft shows, just like social media advertising, like your standard like Instagram posts, things like that. And it's been very fun. It's something that I love doing. I'm sure everyone knows I'm a singer, so I love being creative, and making skincare and like lip glosses, makeup, and stuff like that is just another aspect of being creative, even if people don't see it that way.
Right. And so we touched a little bit on the message behind, your makeup and beauty, but if you want to, tell the audience your take on it, because I'm sure it comes a lot from your experience as a singer and experience in the industry, and I find it very important to ask a lot of people about this issue, because a lot of people don't know how hard the industry is, talent and anyone else working in it. So I would love to hear your experience and how that kind of inspired your business to really have that big message out there.
Yeah, so I actually have eczema, and so my eczema kind of has like impacted my life in just a general sense. Like in school, people like make fun of me, or like I've had really strange experiences kind of on the opposite side of being made fun of. Like I would have people randomly come up to my face and like, I'm like, why would you do that? It's so strange. So people are very like, they're weird about things like that. People are either obsessed with it or people are very rude about it. And I know that in the industry we're very focused on looks, because that's just what we present like out there. Like everybody's album cover is like, it's their face. It has to do with who they are as an artist, and we just in society want people to look aesthetically pleasing. And I think that in order to do that, like that's not right to me. I think people should be able to take care of their skin and do it for them, do it for the self like reaffirmations of saying, hey, like I'm taking care of myself today. This is self-care. This isn't for this person, and this isn't for this industry. I'm doing it for me. And the other thing is that we also are very focused on, like we're in a period of time where people are kind of able to experiment and go out there and do like whatever they want, right? But at the same time, you get feedback from that. You get like people saying, you're a man. You can't wear, like, you're a woman, you're not allowed to dress like that. And haters. It's like, yeah, you get haters, you get people who say things that come to their head and it really shouldn't have even been spoken. And that's just the inspiration behind my business, is being able to say, I'm doing this for me because I like this and this looks good on me.
Yes,
so
I love it. That is the message. Yes, queen. And so such a young age too, to have that, just that self-confidence and finding yourself and knowing who you are and having that come out into all of your body of work, because you also write your own songs, you create your own products, you present yourself a certain way, and you're doing shows and music that you like to do for you, not because it's in or because people say that that's what that should be. But it's been an honor to interview you, and before we go, 2 more things. Any show coming up that anyone can come see you at?
So I currently do not have any shows. However, every 3rd Wednesday of the month, I am going to be at the Findlay Volkswagen, the North Findlay Volkswagen dealership, and we do a vendor show, so you can come see CreativeLindz, get your CreativeLindz, and there are so many other amazing businesses. There's food trucks, there's clothing brands, there's a little bit of everything, like everyone is there. So if anybody wants to show up, it's the 3rd Wednesday of every single month from 3 to 8, sorry.
And is there any social media that we can also find you on?
Yes, so you can follow me on Instagram at CreativeLindz, so it's Creative LINDZ, and then you can also follow my personal Instagram for music and things like that at Music by LINDZ.
Oh, great! And then before you leave the studio, we are going to have another amazing performance by Lindsay. And if you want to introduce that just a little bit to the audience, the name of the song, and kind of what the audience should expect on what this means to you.
Yes. So the song I'm going to be singing is called "Dear Dad." It started as a letter to my father, who is I guess what you call an absent dad, somebody who's just not emotionally or physically present in your life, and so this started as a letter to him saying hey, what's up? I'm good, but what's up? And so I transitioned it into a song, which actually wasn't that hard for me, because just my writing style is it's very I guess poetic is the word. So this song is a letter to my dad, just saying there are a lot of things that happen, and I understand things don't always go how they should, but I have found people and inspiration in that situation.
That's amazing. I'm sure so many people are going to be able to relate to that as well, and that's what I'm loving most about you, is that you are someone that wants to inspire others, be relatable, and also put your own message out there. And at 18, so happy early birthday. Your birthday's in a couple days, guys, so everyone wish you happy birthday. But after the break, we're going to come back and hear that amazing song called Dear Dad. And everyone, this has been Lindsay Duke. Thank you so much for being on my show.
For having me.
See you guys after the break.
Hello everyone, this is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause, because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
So what genre do you normally sing? I do a little bit of everything, but we are
everyone. That was absolutely beautiful. One more hug before you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, her voice is absolutely beautiful. So remember, go and support her singing and her business, CreativeLindz. Next, we have an actor who wears many hats, and I cannot wait to share all of those with you. Everyone, please welcome actor, creature actor, everything above, Steve Hansen. Steve, hi!
Hello.
Nice to see you. Thank you
It's
so
nice to
much for
see
coming
you.
on my show. Please
Thank you for
have a
having me.
seat.
Thank you, sir.
First, I need to talk about this Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. Amazing.
You can't
One
even
of
find
my-
this anymore.
Yes, one of my favorite movies as a kid, as we talked about prior to the show, but glad you love it too, because it's bringing vibes
This
right
is
now.
several years. I think this is 20 years old.
Amazing. The
Somewhere
vintage.
around there, yeah.
Yes.
Just like me.
So Steve, I mentioned to the audience you wear many hats, and I would love to dive into all the things that you've done, you're doing. And first of all, like, you have not always been an actor, correct?
No, acting is very new to me. Probably the last 2 years I started acting.
Amazing. And what kind of, pushed you into the wonderful world of acting?
Well, I've always been that dad that kind of went over the top with my Halloween stuff. And I always created my own characters, and I'd walk around with the kids. I have 3 children. And unfortunately, my costumes were usually so scary that police would get called, all kinds of stuff would happen. And so finally, my wife said, you know what, enough, go do one of them haunted house things. So I went and I tried working at a haunted house, and from there I met Clyde Barker and flew down to LA and did a quick scene in a movie, and it just been snowballing from there.
That's amazing. So I know I've seen a couple of pictures that you've done a lot of like special effects, things where you would, it goes along with what you used to do, which is just be in your Halloween characters in character 24 hours. So what has that experience been like?
It's been pretty interesting. The life cast that's an interesting process to go through, having your entire face wrapped in a silicone plaster type substance, and try not to move and all this stuff so they can get the proper mold of your head. That's an interesting process. And then all the blood and guts, I love all that.
So it's never boring.
No, it's absolutely not. And with my partner that I work with, Tom Devlin, he makes sure it's never boring.
Oh, 100%. So what kind of films have you done that you're going to tell the audience that you're the proudest of so far?
I would say the proudest ones I've done so far would be Las Vegas Frankenstein and Nameless.
Yeah, and those two are coming up for audience members to see pretty soon.
Yes, exactly. Las Vegas Frankenstein should be released sometime next month, and we'll have a big release party and everything. And then we're looking Nameless maybe end of January, February-ish.
And I think
And so some of these, you play, like, obviously, are you playing a creature in there? Is this more of action films?
I play the monster in Las Vegas Frankenstein, so basically I'm Frankenstein. Nameless, I'm just a really creepy bad guy. Kind of. Not really all that bad. It's more of a revenge type slasher film.
And
Being an actress myself, when you do movies like this and characters like that, sometimes there's a lot of action involved, or possibly even stunts. Is that something that you also kind of have under your belt as well, or are you gradually trying to go down that route?
Well, I've actually been training with a man named Alan Woodsman, who owns Las Vegas Stunt Academy here, and he's been doing stunts for years and years. And we're getting ready to do a 13-part series, probably this spring, I think. And it will be along the lines of Princess of Mars, and so there'll be a lot of sword fighting and stunts of that
That's
type.
awesome.
So I used a lot of that training that I had gotten from Alan in Nameless for the slashing with my big weapon that I have there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
mean, yeah. So what would you say, like, really drives you to, like, want to continue to acting? Is it just,
It's the people.
The people.
the people, the group that I've found myself with are just, they become family to me. I mean, they're all just such great people. They really enjoy what they're doing. And it just keeps me going. I go out there as much as I can because Tom Devlin owns the Tom Devlin Monster Museum in Boulder City. And I like to go out there as much as I can and help rearrange things and build stuff, and slowly getting my way into helping with the molds for masks and things like that. So they've really just become family to me.
Yeah, I mean, on each set, like, you meet new people all the time, right? So it's always
amazing.
fun. If you never get bored, like we talked about earlier, and then also, like, it helps you to be more outgoing. You have to meet tons of people, and then it kind of helps you network around the city as well.
When I started this, I told myself, because I'm construction by trade, and so I thought, this whole thing is very new to me, and, very nerve-wracking for just a construction guy. And I says, you know what, Steve, you're going to say yes to every interview, to every podcast, so that you can get over your nerves. As long as it's not a harmful thing, and it's just your nerves because you're scared to do it, I made a deal with myself that I would just do it. And so, yes, exactly like you're saying, it's definitely helping get over my nervousness and helping me meet new people.
Yeah, I can kind of feel, little different vibes in backstage when the cameras hit on you. You're like, but it's fine though, and I love that. I love being a part of helping you do that as well. Like, is this your first interview on camera? Have you done many of those?
I've done some podcasts before, but this is my first time coming into a studio and doing an interview. So yes.
On my show, oh my gosh, I'm so honored to have it. Like, especially.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for coming. I'm learning so much about. I haven't had an actor that's in special effects and feature work on a show yet before, and I haven't done that myself as an actress. So that's also amazing to me, and I'm sure it takes so much time. You sit in the makeup chair all day, and then that's not the end of it. You gotta go on set for hours and wait around in costume and makeup, right?
Well, Las Vegas Frankenstein, we actually ran around Fremont Street in Las Vegas Frankenstein makeup, and yeah, we got a lot of strange looks there, and that was a good time.
Fremont's place to go.
Well, that's what we did. We actually first we went down the strip, and then after that we somehow were able to get into Fremont Street, and oh god, what a blast!
Yeah,
so
you already see things all in Fremont anyway. To them, people in Fremont is just kind of like, oh, another day,
Yep.
another day.
Right.
That's how Vegas.
That's Vegas.
So, as an actor, do you want to stick with this niche, or are you trying to branch out and try to, show your face and do some more dramatic work, theatrical
I
work?
really love horror movies. That's really where my heart is. But once again, I made this deal with myself that I'm not going to limit my abilities here. So I'm going to pretty much look at everything and see where I go. I played a mutant in a friend of mine's film called Ravaged Nation. And that's kind of like a post-apocalyptic type movie. It's all black and white, and amazing, except for the kill scenes. That goes red. And he's winning all type of awards for this thing. So, I mean, that was kind of more of an action thriller type movie, and I had a blast with that as well. So, I have no problem branching out, I guess.
Yeah, just start something new. It's a new challenge. That's what I love most about being an actress. Is every new gig is going to be a new challenge. You start from the beginning, and then you always learn something new each time you do it.
Absolutely, I agree.
So I know you talked about, you just started acting a couple years ago. So tell everyone all the other hats that you kind of wear, apart from just being an amazing actor, stunt person.
Well, I also do marble and granite work. I've been a 33-year mason, so I've been doing that for a long time. That's just kind of got boring to me. I'm a husband and a father of 3 children. I do a lot. I don't know. I do lots of different construction type work, whatever.
You're an engineer as well.
Yeah, I'm an engineer.
Yes, for some of the hotels, but that's amazing. Like, you have a lot of stories to tell, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, especially in Vegas.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I mean, sets alone, that's always a story each day. So I'm sure, your wife doesn't get bored hearing all of it.
Well, I don't know about that,
Another day with Steve.
Yeah.
What she said.
Oh, God. You got the weirdest things happening to you, honey. I get that a lot.
That's amazing. And so I know that you have 2 movies coming out, but are you working on anything currently that
We
keep you busy?
just finished Nameless. Like just last week, we finished up Nameless. Now it's just post-production type stuff. So I'm not really sure what we're doing next. I don't know.
You're going with the flow.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
Well, this was just kind of a hobby for me. I mean, I really didn't think it was going to go anywhere, but apparently I was wrong. I'm also doing voice work. I've done a couple different trailers for some different movies out. Three trailers. I've done, I played the devil in Hell Nurse, where I was just just my voice. I've done a radio commercial. So I'm pretty much open to see
you
what
have a great
happens.
voice for that type of stuff too. I'm hearing it, especially if you love horror films. I can definitely hear you doing a trailer for.
Yeah, I guess I got the 70s gritty voice. You know how it is when we hear our voices. It sounds weird to us, but I don't
You
know.
got the deep tones there that they're looking for to see
Yeah,
everyone.
it works. So hey, I might as well follow this trail and see where I end up.
Yeah, and I can notice you're extremely tall. You're making me a little insecure. I was like, oh my god, I'm really emphasizing to the audience how small I am. But obviously that helps you a lot with the type of movies that you do. Do you feel that kind of gets you typecasted a little bit, or do you not mind it?
I absolutely do not mind because that's me. And it just makes it that much easier for me to embrace the role, because that's who I am. I mean, it really makes it a lot easier. And I've been fortunate enough to work with some really great people, so I have no problem with that at all.
But so it seems that you're going with it and enjoying every second of it,
Yeah.
which is what we have to do, especially in this industry, right?
Absolutely.
Very taxing. You gotta have fun.
I couldn't imagine really trying to do this for a living full time. I mean, that's definitely stressful, not knowing where your next job is going to be. You know, which is kind of stressful for myself because I'm trying to work a normal job as well as have fun with doing all of this.
Yeah.
Using up all my vacation time really quickly.
So now you're someone who got too much on your plate. You're like, oh, I don't have any time.
It's like, okay, what happened here?
But that's absolutely amazing. So can we find you on, you have a website, Instagram, do you do social media? Anything like
I
that?
do social media. I have a Facebook where it's just Steve Hansen. I'm the only Steve Hansen in Las Vegas on Facebook as far as I know. And then on Instagram, I'm S.H. Hansen, Hansen. 72. Can't miss me. Most of my pictures are some sort of a monster I've played.
That's amazing. I definitely want the audience to have your handles in case they're casting for those types of films. And he is your guy. Trust me, laid back, love the energy, love the professionalism. So it's been an absolute pleasure having you on our show. And I cannot wait for the premieres. Please keep all of us here at social media shows.
Well, we do have one premiering this Saturday. It is sold out here in Vegas, but I believe the Phoenix is going to be open. We have another premiere in Arizona that's not sold out yet, and that's for Teddy Told Me To. And I have a smaller part in that, but you know, it was a blast. It's Plan 10 Pictures, the company I like to do a lot of work for, and that's over going to be at the Art House this weekend, this Saturday.
Yeah, that's amazing to not only do the films but also be able to see them, and they're all coming out, you know, post production and.
It's fun to help create it from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Because there's a lot of, you know, actors when you're starting out, like you're waiting and hoping that it gets past post-production. And, you know, seeing it premiering in the big screen, you're just kind of like, oh, you know, you see everyone's hard work and everything. You remember all this stress everyone goes through, and then you just see it there, and it's just like, we have something, guys, here it is.
Well, it was funny because when I did The Macabre, Mark Torgel was in that. He was I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but he was the original Toxic Avenger, Melvin. And when that premiered, I think that was at the Art House as well. Mark was taking pictures of me when I was on screen and texting them to me. Dude, look. Oh my God.
That's so amazing, though.
It was fun.
But thank you so much. Be on the lookout, everyone, for those films and social media and for what Steve's going to be doing next. But it's been an honor to have you. Thank you so much for being on Undiscovered.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, of course.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you, guys. right after the break, I'll be able to thank you guys for the amazing show that we had. See you soon.
Technical things, like I already know those things.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Undiscovered, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. As I said before the break, I just wanted to send another thank you out to all of the viewers and people that have been supporting this channel, supporting me, supporting Maria, our amazing producer, and social media shows in general. It is truly an honor, and every view and viewer, we are extremely grateful and humbled by all of your amazing words, your feedback. So please keep sharing, viewing, liking, reposting. Everything helps, and I am truly grateful for all of you. So please continue to do what you're doing, be a supporter of the show on this network, and as always, I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and I will see you next Wednesday on Undiscovered.
Like, hey, can we go through a warm-up or something? Like, I would definitely do that. But no, I'm not currently taking the book. Well, any teachers I love to take her, and I'm sure you do. You know, I love her personality. It's amazing. So as far as long-term goals with singing, like, do you do a lot of performances often? Are you trying to just be recording artists with performing? Do you like doing, singing live a lot? I love this question because I think every artist has a completely different answer. Like, some people want to do one thing and not the other, and then some people want to do it all. I currently am doing everything, so I want to do a little bit of